Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, haven't finished dinner yet.
My name is Tori, New Year, New Me Thompson.
My name is Tyler, Boys Room Giggler Matheson.
Now
So you gotta start with that one. One, because I have 2 chicken tenders left, and I'd love to shove them down my gullet while you explain what the fuck you just said.
All right,
Tyler,
Tay has evacuated and has gone to the chicken fingies.
Yeah,
oh my God, she really did shove that whole finger in her gullet.
That was a
disturbing.
big chicken tender, and it had some type of white sauce on there. I don't typically see white sauce being put. If Tay might be dipping straight mayo on there, and no, I do not want to defend Tay. You stay out of this, all right?
No, it's Caesar dressing. It's Caesar dressing.
It was a big glob of mayo on like the largest chicken fingy I've ever seen.
I don't think Caesar dressing is better.
It's like a Caesar salad dressing. What's wrong with that?
It was a big glob of mayo. Anyway, Tori, what did you want to say to me? Because I feel like we could have just skipped mine. Like, it didn't need to be mentioned. I could have just done the intro and we never needed to talk about it.
Well, no, because what you said did give me a very unpleasant, visceral gut reaction, and it did make my body hurt, and I think maybe might have killed a couple of my brain cells. And frankly,
How many are left now? 3?
Tay, you dip your chicken tenders in Caesar salad dressing, you fucking monster. You go take 5 minutes and think about the sick fucking mistake you've made. That's a war crime, I'm pretty sure.
How is it a war crime? It'd be a war crime if I did do just straight mayo. That's a war crime.
You could have done honey mustard or barbecue but you chose
or ranch or
ranch or
hot sauce.
Hot sauce is a good one too. You could have done that.
Why is ranch getting a pass?
If you would have dipped it in skim milk, I would have been less upset with you.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I am calling you 100% on your bullshit right now. That is not true, and you are just arguing.
Tay, you're in timeout. You're in timeout. Go back to your fingies.
You go take a 5.
Go back to your fingies.
I don't have any more. I only said I had 2 left, and they're gone
You
now.
ate them that fast, you fucking monster?
They're like 1.5 inches long.
No,
those were
tenders. Those were big fingies. Those were some of the biggest fingies I've ever seen.
Tiny Tenders, band name I called it.
You can have that.
But yours has to be Tiny Tenders dipped in fucking Caesar salad dressing. Ugh. Now, Tyler, let's get back to the sin you've committed here, which is
the boys' room giggler.
Oh, that's real bad.
Wow, that makes my body hurt.
Why?
You know that feeling you get when you take a shot of alcohol and you weren't expecting it to be that strong and your whole body just fucking shivers? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I feel when Tyler said the words he just said.
Yeah, it's bad, and
I don't get it.
Possibly
I'm a boys'
illegal.
room giggler. I giggle in the boys' room.
I do think we actually have to put a disclaimer on this because what you're saying is bad, and you need to explain yourself further.
I giggle.
That's a crime. That is an absolute crime.
That's not an answer, Tyler.
I giggle when people are in the stall next to me and I hear a little. I giggle, and I can't help it.
Okay. So boys' room giggler.
Don't defend this. This is still bad.
I make little giggles when in the room of boys.
Yeah, what I meant. What do you want me to? Do you want me to specify the little boys' room?
No, that'd be even worse.
No, that's quite illegal. I'm certain of that one.
What else do you call that room with the toilet? It's the little boys' room.
Okay, that's true. There isn't an alternative name, so I will give you that.
Washroom?
Powder room, perhaps, but everyone, it's
lavatory.
Sort of, in the canon of life, it is known as the little boys' room.
Canon of life.
So, I can't help it when I especially in a public bathroom where there's only 2 stalls. So the person who also comes in and regrettably has to take a shit as well. Like, when I get settled into a public restroom, and frequent listeners of the show will know this, I used to have a huge fear of pooping in public. I got over it, but I still have some leftover anxiety. Like, I still have some leftover, some shivers from it.
Tyler, I do want to add that I just want to get this out there that I'm very proud of you for speaking about this in such a public setting, and I think it's really brave of you to say so.
Thank you.
Also, as a quick tangent, Tori, before it leaves me, deciding that the world has, real life has a canon leads me to believe that any conspiracy theory is fanon, and that's really cool. So continue, Tyler.
Okay, nerd. Anywho, as I was saying, in the real life world,
Real life
Used
New
to have-
York? Whoa.
Tay, you're so rude. Quit interrupting me. Tay, you're the rudest person I know.
Yeah.
Anywho, I used to have this big fear of pooping in public. I got over it, but there's still some leftover, like, heebie-jeebies when I, like, get comfy. I get myself into the pooping position. I take a squat on that cold porcelain throne, and then I know it's coming out, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden I hear the door swing open, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
And that poop
God.
gets sucked right back up into your
you feel
intestines.
it just like right back up the old tube.
Then I'm wondering, then I'm kind of doing an analyzing, like, well, can I hold it? And it's like, no, because the only reason you're here in the first place is because you couldn't hold it. So you gotta let it go.
Do you ever play the flip side of that, which is like, I could just go full like hog wild right now and just bet that I'm going to be in here longer than the other person so that they will not see my face?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I'm going to be in there longer, and I also know that I have the patience to be there longer. Like,
Sure,
bro,
you'll wait them out.
if we are both afraid to poop in front of each other, man, like, I know I can outlast you. It's a stamina game and it's a mind game. I know I can beat you at this mind game. I'll wait until you start.
You have like a whole Sudoku book. You brought your Nintendo Switch with you. You've got like a paint by numbers.
Yeah, I always like kind of like give a knock on the other stall, like, oh no, please, sir, you do the honors. You do the first plop.
You were in the bathroom for an hour and a half, dude. Yeah, it's the busy time of day.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, my body's fucked.
Also, I get the social anxiety part of it, but like, dog, just poop, get out of there.
No,
Do you want
because,
to prolong the situation, or do you want to get the fuck out?
well, no, I don't want them to hear me poop. I don't want them to know how my butthole does its thing.
So why don't you just like push it out fast? Wipe.
Because then it makes a big loud fart noise, Tay.
Right, but if you leave before they're finished, they never see you to
I
begin
can't
with.
make that guarantee. Because
What do you think
if
they're gonna do? What do you think they're gonna do? Walk out of the bathroom, see your shoes, and goes, "Oh, well, that's the pooper."
You were the big shitter. You were the boy. You were the boy that made a big stinky fart noise. And then they say, honey, come in. Honey, get in the bathroom. Honey, look, this is the big stinky poop boy I was telling you about. It's him. I recognize his shoes. That's what they're going to do, Tay.
You can smell it in his clothing. He's the one who made the sin.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, the alternative to this, just bring a different pair of shoes. Change out of them every time.
Whoa! Tay, that might be the biggest brain shit I've ever heard in my entire life. That is like beyond
That's
galaxy brain. That's beyond.
Because that's the only recognizable thing, is they can only see your shoes. So if I just have a backpack and then I get out of the bathroom, I change shoes, it's like I was, the big stinky poop boy? I don't know who you're talking about.
Tyler, there's only one thing more embarrassing than getting caught by your shoes, and that's someone catching you changing your shoes after the unholy act has been
And they're
committed.
going to think that I shit on my shoes. That's the only logical assumption they could make.
I mean, we're also banking on the fact that this person who is sitting down next to you isn't also a quick shitter and walks out at the same time you do.
Well, no, there's too big of a risk in just letting it go. Because if I do the big stink, if I do that, and then it sounds funny, and it's disgusting, and then like I start wiping, and I'm like, oh God, I'm still wiping. Oh no, it's never gonna end. That gives them ample time to finish, wipe, and then walk out at the same time as me, and then they're gonna look me in my eyes and say, I smelt that, bro.
Yeah, or
smelled that.
they're gonna hear the little like toilet paper thing unspurling as you're wiping, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, bro, your asshole's like a marker. What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
Was this show ever funny?
That's it. Does make you question things, when we do about 6 minutes on big poop.
Dog, it's been 10. It's been 10 whole goddamn minutes.
I got more material on poop. Here we go.
I actually do too, so that's embarrassing.
I don't want this episode to be about poop. I don't want any episode to be about bathroom stuff.
I literally have a topic that is about piss and shit and cum.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Oh my
Tay,
God.
Tay.
Oh my God.
Tay, be calm. We're scat casting.
Stop. Actually stop. That was the worst thing you've ever said out loud. Okay. Can you at least give me a respite before we get into the poop talk? I have a quick little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So on my way home, I saw
It's
a
fine.
car.
I wasn't in the middle of something.
Yeah, no, fuck you and your stupid poop talk.
Don't worry, audience. We'll get back to the poop talk right after this commercial break. Bow, bow, bow.
So
Make it fast. You got 30 seconds.
I get it when you have a bumper sticker of a media property on your car, right? I get it. When you have two, I'm like, okay, you're being a bit excessive there.
It's got to be Star Wars. It's got to
But
be.
when you have 8 distinct, separate Rick and Morty bumper stickers, I have to bring you onto my podcast and publicly shame you.
Yeah. But hey, maybe 8 is the number where it does become rad. You saw it
No.
with your own eyes. What did it make your body feel?
Bad.
All right, so that's not the magic number. Maybe 13, but definitely not 8.
It didn't make it like cool. Like you didn't look at it and think, ha ha, wubba lubba dub dub. That's a
No,
cool guy.
I looked at it and I thought,
And it was a guy. That's a man that drives that car.
that is definitely
for
a
sure.
guy who drives that car.
Women aren't smart enough to understand Rick and Morty.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Basically, I just bring it up because I just want to bully this person because it
Yes,
makes me
please.
feel better because I'm a horrible person.
Yeah.
So, what do you think this guy's apartment looks like? Because we know that this person does not own a house.
Yeah, that's understandable. Well, I mean, okay, it's badly decorated with just minimal furniture, minimal things on the wall other than like, oh, I got this poster signed by Justin Roiland, the creator of Rick and Morty.
How many empty Jägermeister bottles do you think are displayed in the kitchen?
Like on top of the cabinets?
Yeah, like on
probably,
top of the
probably
cabinets.
2 or 3.
Probably a decent amount.
Yeah.
The other thing, the bong is right on the table in front of the couch. I wouldn't call it like the living room table. I wouldn't call it a coffee table because it's not that. It's just a table they turned into a table that sits in front of the couch, and
Yes.
the bong is on it.
And they have like a Rasta colored gaming chair.
Yep.
It smells. Their living room fucking reeks.
Yeah, whoever it is very moist all the time.
Yes. Okay. Yes, this is giving me life. Thank you, boys.
Yes.
Do you think they own? I mean, I know they own Funko Pops, but how
Yeah.
many? How many? If you have 8 bumper stickers of distinct differences between the Rick and Morty cast, how many Funko Pops do you own?
I don't think that there's any correlation between Funko Pops and being a piece of shit though, so.
I mean,
I
look
think
at you.
there is.
You've got a shit ton. You're the most awful.
You're the
piece
biggest
of shit
piece
that
of
I know.
shit I
Yeah.
know.
I wouldn't say that. I'm just like putting it out there that I don't necessarily know that there's a correlation.
No, there definitely is.
100% a correlation.
You're the
yeah.
case study.
But it's okay, Tori. Correlation is not causation. I mean, it's a pretty fucking strong indicator in this case, but
Okay.
so
Yeah.
statistically, you're fine.
Do you think this person is possibly saving up to buy one of the retired Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles and turn it into Pickle Rick on wheels?
That's good.
Because that right there, that's also it's a very good idea.
okay,
I think
okay.
someone should do that.
It's disgusting to think about. They like modified the horn to say wubba lubba dub dub. It's really bad to
Boy,
think about.
That just gave me diarrhea. You saying that just gave me diarrhea.
I think. Yeah, I was gonna say the other thing that they could be saving up for is like an original animation cell from Rick and Morty, but they're not high class enough for that. So it's got to be the Rickmobile, right?
They would want the frame though, because like as much as I may hate Rick and Morty, it's just one of the most beautiful animations I've ever seen, you know?
it
just
really
like it's-
stirs something inside. It's beautiful.
People talk about Studio Ghibli, but like, have you seen Rick and Morty?
Obviously, they haven't because they're not smart enough. Only
Yes.
girls and kids watch Ghibli. Okay? And only men can watch Rick and Morty. because our brains are big enough to understand it.
Not boys.
No,
Men.
not boys. It's a rite of passage in a coming of age story when you get to watch Rick and Morty with your dad or stepdad.
Yeah, my dad showed it. Well, it is always your stepdad. That's why
Yes.
you like it so much.
No one has fucking actual parents anymore. That's some old shit. No one wants it. No one needs it.
Yep.
If people's parents were still together, I'd probably fight them. I'd probably beat the shit out of someone whose parents are still together.
Give it to me. I mean, anyway, let's move on.
That's neither here nor there. Look, back to the topic people are really wanting to talk about, okay?
Thanks to our sponsor for the day, Tay, for that topic. Now back to the show.
Don't you guys just giggle a little bit when you're like in the bathroom and then someone goes to the stall next to you and then you just hear like a you gotta giggle.
Some people got mad confidence though.
This portion of the podcast sponsored by those fucking perverted Charmin bears.
Who just watch each other shit so much.
They're really, really into the toilet paper, man.
They have a very specific kink.
Tell me you don't giggle a little bit when someone makes the big poop sound.
Look, you gotta hold it in though, because there are
Yeah.
some people who have like, whereas both of us have like extreme fear of that, where it's like I want to stay in there until everyone is gone and make sure they've like had enough time to walk away so that they don't even know it was me in there. And then there are other people who are like, they walk in, they'll like say hi to you while you're peeing or something like that. They'll go into the stall, drop trout, and you'll just hear a fucking typhoon happen in that bowl. And then they'll get up. They'll just get up and be like, "Yeah, that's what's up."
And then they don't wash their hands.
I have seen it. It always shocks me, but I've seen it a lot where people get out of the stall and then they just fucking walk out. Like I can at least understand it with peeing. I don't do it, but I can understand it. I cannot understand. Like your hand was one slip away from entering your asshole.
You're assuming that they even did that much.
That's true. They could just be mud butt and leave, you know?
Honestly,
God.
no sane person would do that. You have to be fucking insane to do that. But I just can't help it with those people, especially. Those are the ones I want to laugh the hardest at. It's because it's like, I want to be you. I want to not have that shame of just, all right, let it rip. And then they Beyblade out of their asshole. And then their shit spins around the bowl in a big fight. And it like causes some backsplash. But I just wish there was a solution. Like if boys' rooms just played music really fucking loud, like to the point where you can't even hear yourself think, I think that's the solution. Just blare it.
Yes, that is the solution that the world needs right now. Make it when you walk into any bathroom. I don't care if it's like the most corporate law office of all time. You walk into the bathroom, immediately it's dark, like dark lighting, maybe some like neons or like strobes or something, so it's hard to like make out faces even if you do pass someone else in there. Soundproof everything. Everything has like, it's like an anechoic chamber in there.
Then you'd be able to hear the poop sliding through your intestines.
Oh, is that how that works? It's like completely, like you hear everything?
Yeah, no, you need to just blare the fucking music. Or maybe, oh shit, wait. Maybe instead of music, you're just blaring a podcast in the bathroom.
No.
Because then you wouldn't know what you're giggling at. Like if someone was playing like a very funny podcast, it's like, am I laughing at the person pooping? Or am I laughing at the podcast? You'd never know.
But it depends on the podcast, because if you're listening to some episode and it's a guy that's like, yeah, and that's when I realized that my drinking problem was too much, and then someone farts and a laugh immediately happens, you know full well that they weren't fucking laughing at the podcast.
Mm-hmm. And if you're listening to like a true crime podcast and they're like, this murderer got 7 months probation before their trial for murdering 6 girls in a fucking parking lot or whatever, and then someone does the funny fart and you laugh, either you're a psycho or you laughed at the fart.
And neither are good options.
I'd rather be a psycho, though, than be the person who you're like, did you fucking laugh at me while I was shitting? A natural bodily process?
Hey, you know what would...
I can't help it.
You know what would solve this problem for you and you alone, Tyler?
What?
Wireless headphones.
Oh.
Yeah, but no.
Imagine it. You're listening to Frank Ocean while you're pooping.
No, A, I would never do that. B,
Why would you not
because
associate
then-
Frank Ocean
no,
with like one of the best bodily pleasures you can have?
No.
Evacuating your bowels.
Frank Ocean is for fucking only.
Yeah.
Honestly,
no, because
fair.
then if I wear wireless headphones, then I also have no awareness of myself.
So what's
Like,
the
'cause then
problem?
I don't know if I made a big, because I'm still self-conscious if I make a big fart noise.
But if you're not aware that you did it, then what's the problem?
Ignorance is not bliss in this situation, because then if someone looks at me,
No, Tay, that is not a solution to anything.
if I am washing my hands and someone like gives me a side eye and then walks out, I'm like, I don't know if they just like maybe looked over or maybe they heard me do a big fart.
Yeah, like if someone gives you like a little bit of a side eye while you're both washing your hands, first thing you're gonna do is look at the fucking subway tiled wall and go, I wonder how hard I have to run into that to die.
You know, your guys' social anxieties and mine are very different. So it's kind of hard
It
to...
must be fucking nice, Tay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sympathize with you guys a lot of these times when you're talking about these very specific niche situations. Because most of the time, I'm just like, dog, just leave. You're fine.
I can't, because then I poop my pants and that's objectively worse.
No, but that's another solution though, is just Tyler wears a diaper.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, no, that's all. I just wear diapers now.
Because then you'll just be like, you can just go in the comfort of, like, you go to the quietest place, whatever. You know, you're at the mall and you have to go take a shit. You're gonna walk into the dark corner of Hollister and just poop your diaper.
Yeah, while you're on your phone browsing
and then
Reddit.
spray some fucking Jake around so no one knows what happened.
No, they'll never smell it. Are you kidding? The poop was instantly just shrouded by the Hollister smell.
Yeah, and then when you do go to the bathroom to take care of your shitty poopy diaper, you can just walk into a stall, undress yourself, take off your diaper, fold it up, and then when you're walking out, drop it in the trash can. You're good to go, baby.
Imagine someone walking in on Tyler laying on the koala bear care, wiping him. He's like, what? Someone's like, whoa, what the hell? And you're like, I made a oopsie. You're just doing like a full baby pose.
I'm like, my legs are like by my head. I'm like leaned back and I'm like wiping with baby wipes, like doing a full wipe too, like an over exaggerated big swoop across my taint.
Yep.
Tyler's like putting baby powder down there. Someone walks in and makes direct eye contact.
Can you help me?
No, makes direct eye contact, and Tyler just goes, huh, shitty weather outside, huh?
No, I thought of something fucking it's just because you know me, I can't look like a doofus in front of any like cashier ever. Like I can't just look like a doofus because that gives me anxiety as well. So I'd have to try and make buying diapers seem cool because like they're going to see me buying diapers and they're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Because they do have to be adult diapers.
Yeah, because they do have to be adult diapers. So I just thought of going up to the cashier trying to quell my social anxiety by trying to sound sick and being like, hey, do you have any adult diapers with sizes appropriate for huge cocks? Like, trying to diffuse it like, yeah, I might shit in a diaper, but like... Do you have any of these sizes with bigger dick pouches?
Is leaps and bounds worse than anything else you could do.
The fucking eject button, like the easy ripcord out of that situation is just being like, yeah, I got to take care of my grandpa. He's not doing so well. But instead you're like, yeah, this is for me, but I'll tell you what, I'm hung.
Yeah, the easy ripcord is, yeah, Grandpappy's bowels aren't what they used to be, but no, you just went like, huh, I've got a big cock and I shit in diapers. What the fuck about it?
It's confidence. Women love confidence, and that's
Also,
the most
I'll buy
confident
this king-size Kit Kat while I'm here.
because I'm an adult that shits in diapers.
And this is a Walgreens.
I really hate myself for even thinking of telling a cashier something like that.
Get your big cock Pampers at Walgreens.
Magnum diapers.
Yeah, it's like they try and do the like standard like men's marketing thing where it's like these are just baby wipes, but we have to advertise them to men so they don't seem like so they have to be like these are extreme durable wildlife
Pampers Sport.
These are dude wipes.
Yeah, these are dude wipes, but instead it's just diapers branded to men with social anxiety of going to the bathroom. So it's like, these are action diapers.
No, they have to market them in a way that is putting the full blame of why this product is necessary. Of course, it's to catch your poop and piss, but they have to blame it on women and make it seem like, well, here's a product for men because women cause this. And it's so they would just market them as like, when there's too many hot bitches being whores, well, that's when you find yourself coming in your pants, you got to put on the man diaper.
But you can't call it a diaper. It's got to because that implies baby. It's got to be like
man purse.
Man purse, yeah. Or the Drip Catcher 9000.
Kamikaze.
How long do you think we could sit here and talk about diaper names
try and
for
find
men?
the best name for man.
I hope to God it's not for another 32 minutes till the end of this podcast, because that would suck.
We can give it a shot.
We can give it an honest to God shot, Tay.
I mean, we don't gotta.
Are you in it? Are you in it,
No.
Tay? Tay, look
No.
me in the eyes.
you
Are
in it
you
to
in
win
this?
it?
Are you feeling this
Nope.
right now?
No,
I
I'm
think
not.
we're onto something here.
I
Definitely
think we're
not.
onto something with the man
Nope.
diaper, and I think we need to figure out the
Nope.
best possible name for it so we can get the business plan going.
The Grizzly Grabber.
Ew.
I mean, we can just still call them pull-ups, but instead of any imagery of babies, it's just like people doing like pull-ups.
It's
on
a bunch of
pull-up bar.
ripped hot dudes all
Yeah.
in diapers. And they still have like the little cartoon monsters on them and stuff.
Duh.
They're rebranded as gym shorts.
They've got sponsorship deals on them.
They just make them the size of adults and then they put Rick and Morty on it.
Oh yeah, easy.
That's it. Done. And people are like,
Okay.
no, it's ironic. I'm wearing these ironically.
And you know how like a lot of those men products will have like something else bundled into it? Like if you buy a can of shaving cream, they're like, here's a little bit of body wash taped to the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You just get a Red Bull in the box of diapers.
Fucking done. Done and
boom.
dusted. That's solved. Tyler, you're going to get some cool diapers.
Wow, I'm so excited to get the diapers with huge cock pouches so I can ask the Target employee, hey, where do you keep the man the gym shorts? Where do you keep the gym shorts but like the XL size, like the dick size is XL?
Yeah.
Where do you keep those? Also, what time do you get off work today?
Now, are you guys, like me, excited for this brand new year to turn yourself around?
Yes.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it. What's Tyler? New Year's resolution.
Oh God, we're doing that. Okay.
I'm gonna hold you to it. We're only doing it for a second, Tay. Gosh, I'm fucking leading into something.
Jesus.
Why you fucking no, Tyler, shut up for a second. Tay, do you understand that we're doing a podcast right now, and I gotta kind of build up to the bit a little bit?
Yeah, no,
You
I
hear
get
me?
it, but you're asking me a very, very hard question where I have to
Well,
outline
it's a
the
fucking- when
entirety
people-
of my
Tay-
next year without knowing anything.
Tay, if people look up our podcast, it's under the comedy category. Make some shit up.
Oh, okay. That I can do.
Okay,
You know,
okay, all right.
Can I
I
go
always
now?
forget. I always forget that we're not an educational show when we talk about poop, piss, farts, and cum. So thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Can I go?
Yeah,
Okay. My New Year's resolution is to vape more.
that's fucking sick, dude.
That's pretty fucking tight, dude.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to fight women off, not physically, but you are gonna have to fight them off because they're gonna want you.
Lots of people are like, oh, I gotta stop smoking. I gotta stop drinking. No, I'm gonna do more of that.
All right.
I like
all
that. I
right.
like that. Okay.
My New Year's resolution is to fuck.
Well, that's disgusting.
Wow.
Why would you say that?
That's disrespectful.
I just. You said
You
it
think
was
this
a
is some
comedy
kind
show.
of? You think
Here,
this
Tori,
is some kind
Tori,
of fucking
Tori,
knucklehead show?
Tori, can I
What
pull
the
you
fuck?
aside here for a second? Tori, can I pull you aside here for a second?
No, I don't want to
No,
go to
we're
the creepy little nasty dark
No,
corners.
no,
where
I don't.
You crawl out of.
I don't want to fuck you. Let's get that clear. But can I talk to you? real
What's
quick?
wrong with Tori?
Why don't you want to fuck me?
He's ginger.
Wow.
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 Can we cut that?
Okay. Tori, what's your New Year's resolution?
Well, mine, like so many others, like, look, I just want to work out more, okay? You know, I already am hitting the gym 2 to 3 times a day, built like a truck, super ripped, cut, everything. But I think, like so many people out there, I want to be your thinspiration, your fitspiration. I think those are both terms that people use. And I think a lot of people are going to want to start working out. and I thought that it might be a good time to maybe inform people about certain things that might happen as you try to transform your body in the new year.
Okay, so you're going to be their personal trainer. You're the perfect person for that job.
I'm going to be the person who, if they listen to this podcast, can teach them about this through the avenue of health hacks, uncovering the greatest. I don't even know what I say for that. It's been so long. Not the greatest, uncovering the latest trends and wellness today. Who gives a fuck? Welcome to 7 unexpected things that exercise can cause your body to do. In parentheses, including so many farts.
Wow.
Okay, so we are talking about shit all day today.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm not kidding. We are talking about piss and shit and cum. So,
Fuck, that's my ideal episode, Tori. Give it to me.
number 1 of the things that might happen to your body as you start trying to transform yourself at the gym. 1, you may let one rip.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Yeah. Farting in yoga class can happen pretty regularly. Raise your hand if you've ever let one loose during happy baby pose, which sounds like an extremely specific fetish.
Hey, no, you shouldn't be especially at hot yoga. That's a hot room, and then you stank it up with your farts. I'm never doing yoga now.
It's like when you fart in the shower and it's 10 times worse. You're like, why did I do this to myself?
Oh my God.
Except there's sweat mixed in with it. And obviously, the yoga instructor has dreads. Come on.
Probably.
That's a stereotype.
Now, here's the thing.
Come on. Tell me that yoga instructor didn't find herself in the Middle East over 2 years. Or no, India. It's India. She found herself in India. Now she does yoga, and she has dreads.
And farts a lot. Okay,
And
so
farts.
Look, I haven't, if we're being real here, I haven't worked out like a lot. I've never had like a strict routine, but I've gone through periods where I've done exercise daily or on like a weekly schedule or something. I've never once fucking farted because of a workout.
Maybe you're not working out hard enough.
It sounds like this person is like, oh shit, I'm really embarrassed because
that might just be them though.
I keep ripping it, so I'm gonna write an article that's like, no, it's like super common, not
and
my
then they
fault.
pull
You know
up
what
their
I mean?
own article to justify it. Yeah, this article was written because they're embarrassing and stinky, and they wrote the article to be like, no, see, so many. Look, there's an article about it. It happens.
Who's the article by? What's the name of the article or name of the person on the article?
Lindsay Tiger.
That is 100%
Wow.
alias, dude.
That is
Tell
a
me.
pen name.
alias as fuck.
Yeah.
Tell me Lindsay Tiger doesn't have dreads. Tell me.
Hold on, I'm going to her
Look
profile.
me in my goddamn eyes and tell me that I wasn't spot on with that India trip.
Oh, you know what? This is the only fucking author on this website that I've seen yet that does not have a photo of themselves up under by their name. This is 100% an alias, and we just found it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lindsay Tiger, you're not real, and everyone knows it. So number 2 on the things that might happen to your body, you might get turned on.
Whoa.
Okay. I'm sorry. What's the reasoning?
Yeah, you've heard of the runner's high.
Yeah, you might develop a fetish for that smell of weights in the weight room.
There's nothing like the smell of sweaty iron. It's a smell that just gets the blood flowing. So you guys have all heard of the euphoric runner's high feeling, but it's also releasing other chemicals that can make you even more, well, excited. Workouts, this is now a quote. Workouts, especially lower body ones, can cause the body to secrete hormones like testosterone. But is that increases blood flow to your reproductive organs, which ignites your libido? I don't fucking buy that for one goddamn second.
I don't buy that for one. They got a boner in the gym and they're trying to cover it up.
Yeah,
they're like,
because
no!
With those loose gym shorts, it's showing, dude.
Yeah, like that whole quote, I'm just like, like, does it secrete testosterone? Sure, I buy that. Which makes you, like, ignites your libido? I'm gonna call some bullshit on that.
You know, the
because
only thing I feel after working out, dread and exhaustion. I'm like, I need to get in the shower. I feel exhausted. My body is sore, and I want to die. It's never, I'm horny.
I've never been fucking putting up some iron for, 10 sets. I don't know how many sets you're supposed to go for. And then been like, God, I could just fuck anything right now. My libido is so ignited.
All right, get to number 3. This person's a fucking maniac.
Number 3, you may pee a little bit.
Yeah, they're just trying to cover. They
Yeah. This whole article is just a cover.
they need the Pampers Sport.
they for sure need the adult diapers because they are getting turned on and peeing and farting. They are just trying to cover it up. Number 4, your eyes may feel dry. If you're going to write an article with 7, why don't you fucking start with the dry shit, okay? Start with the weak shit that no one wants to hear about. Like, oh, your eyes are dry. Okay, that's something. Like, don't put it smack in the middle after farting, coming, and peeing.
Also, does the SEO really matter between 6 and 7? You could have just omitted this one completely.
Yeah, they could have omitted number 5, too, which is you may yawn. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You're okay. You get tired.
Number 6 and 7 are where
And
we
that
do
brings
get
it, and that brings it down to top 5. That feels like way better SEO to me.
Yeah, it definitely does. Number 6, you may queef. Now, hey, fellas, that's like a fart, but from the other hole.
Icky.
Hey. We're inclusive here. We're inclusive here.
The vagina made the poop sound. Icky. Okay, I'd believe that because, like, if you're crunching, you're built.
Yeah.
I'd believe that one. But like the whole thing, like, oh, your eyes might get dry and you'll yawn. Everything else feels like bullshit.
Yeah, everything else, they've slipped those in to give themselves credibility because, like, what else happens when you work out? I don't do it often. I yawn, I guess. Like, yeah, you're fucking tired, you idiot. You may queef. Now, it does talk about when you're doing Kegel strengthening exercises. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess if you're like, I guess you're getting some air trapped in there. Like, maybe
Yeah.
that one. But I'll tell you, number 7 here is one that not for a fucking second do I buy. Number 7 is you could have an orgasm.
No,
right?
Nope.
Right?
No, this person
Nope.
got a boner and came in the gym and then got so embarrassed they pissed and shit themselves and then wrote an article.
What fucking workout would you possibly even have enough stimulation to have that happen?
Well, on rare occasions, some people can experience what they have dubbed the coregasm. It won't happen for everyone, but orgasming during a workout can happen. Simmons says
No,
that
it
the exercise-induced orgasm happens much like a regular one does, from
It
built-up
can't.
tension, contracting and releasing muscles, and working certain body areas. I'm sorry, are you lifting with your dick, or what's going on
I'm
here?
sorry, are you jacking off?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you're jacking off at the gym, yeah, I guess you could call that a workout, and I guess you could say you came from working out. But hey, we all know you're slipping by on a technicality there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's something that you do to hide it from your partner if they walk in on you. Like you just put on like an old ratty t-shirt and some gym shorts, and then they come in like, "What's going on?" You're like, "Oh, sorry, I was just getting a workout in quick."
I was working out.
Why do you have a boner? That's gross.
That's what happens when you
work
work out. Read this article. My eyes are also dry. So it's real. So you know it's real because my eyes are also extremely dry right now.
Yeah, do you see? Oh, do you see how much
God. What have you been up to?
Hey, Lindsay Tiger, why don't you stop fucking lying to the American people? Could you do that for a second?
That's a bullshit lie. It's not even a good lie. That's a bullshit
they aren't
lie.
even good lies.
This is the fake news that we should be going after.
This is a baseless claim. Lindsay just gave
Yeah.
us 7 baseless claims.
Lindsay's body has a lot of really weird issues. Anytime she does any type of physical activity, I am constantly farting and coming and pissing all over myself, and it's really embarrassing, so I need to prove that I'm not weird. Luckily, I work at this bullshit website where I can write about anything, including putting water under moonlight and saying it's good now.
This is good water now.
You can get away with fucking anything at this website. They are buck wild here.
Yeah, Lindsay.
I'm glad that we fucking uncovered this.
Look, health hacks never ends good because it always just leaves you with like someone got paid to
And
write
like probably
that.
pretty
A
decent.
lot of money, yeah.
Probably got paid okay.
But just like they just got money.
Tyler, any amount of money that gets deposited into their bank account for writing something like this is a lot of money.
Yeah, I guess. Do they deserve it? No. So I guess it's a lot of money, but I mean, you can just write anything. I guess I'm doing the same thing. I'm saying anything I want over the internet right now.
That's true.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just bad news. But thank you for taking the journey on health hacks with me.
Yeah, no problem, bud. We're here for you.
Speaking of New Year's and resolutions, do you guys want to feel miserable and a lot worse than you do after reading that article?
I do every time I talk to you.
You got
and
some
you,
blow?
you drag me screaming and crying back to reality
Yeah,
about
no,
how your parents are divorced and you've never been happy.
Drags you pissing, shitting, and coming into Tyler's dark segment.
Yeah, but my diapers are for the big dick boys, okay?
Big Dick Boys band name, I call it.
Oh
Fuck!
no!
That's mine by right, and you know it.
No, you didn't
No.
call it, bud.
You didn't call it, pal. That ain't how the game works.
And by band name called it law, you cannot claim that band.
Fuck. Anywho, now, everyone always says, "Oh, 2020, that was a shitty year, right? That sucked."
Yep.
But hey, maybe next year will be better. 2021 has a lot of promises in store. And after this last year, I kind of just look at that and I'm like, I don't believe you. I think it can only get worse.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a steep drop.
What do you guys think is like something that can happen next year where you're like, I didn't think it could get any worse than it already was, but it got worse. And now I have less faith in the human population than I did previously.
God, fucking most things. They renew another season of Steve Austin's travel show. That'd be pretty bad.
Wait, like Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wait, he had a travel show?
Still does. It's still going.
What? That sounds amazing.
Great. I don't know what you're talking about.
That sounds
it?
fucking amazing. I am watching that. Thank you, Tori.
Yeah,
Thank
it's available on USA. Characters welcome.
It feels like anything is on the table now. After COVID and everyone, like, all we said was like, just, hey, can you guys just kind of like wear this thing over your face and nose? Don't try and catch us on a technicality, like face and nose. And everyone was like, oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Think I'm gonna wear this muzzle?
What? So at this point, I'm just kind of expecting 2021, like, giant rats come out of every sewer in America.
Sure.
The CDC naturally has to put out a warning because these rats, as soon as like the sunlight hits them, they die. And then the CDC has to say, hey, don't eat those rats that came out of the sewer. They're toxic.
Don't eat the big toxic rats. And
What? 80% of Americans are like, oh, it's my fucking right to eat those sewer rats.
I bought a grill specifically for the rat steaks, and you're going to tell me that I can't do it as a God-given right American?
This is bullshit. This is because suddenly, as soon as someone says don't eat the rats, then it's a problem. Only then is it a problem.
The CDC needs to adopt a reverse psychology methodology so that the people who are smart enough can be like, okay, yeah, I get it. This is reverse psychology. But the people who are dumb enough will just be like, oh, well, I'm going to do the opposite. And that way we all win.
Yeah, like if we would have come out and said, hey, those sewer rats are really good for you. Ugh, I don't need the government telling me what to eat. I don't want that bullshit then. But as soon as we say the actual information, which is, hey, this is really bad for you, then it turns into, are you fucking kidding me? Those sewer rats came out on my property. I get to eat them.
I can kind of get it, though. Like, you should have trust
tread
in your
lightly.
government if they have, like, served you well. But the American government hasn't served us well since, I don't know, ever. So there's this kind of mentality of, like, the government is bad, so I'm an individual and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
I disagree. The government has served Tori and I, historically, pretty decently.
Yeah.
And what do you two have in common?
We fucking
Huge
vape.
cocks.
Huge dicks, strong muscular builds,
Yep.
and we are both
We like dogs.
we like dogs, and we are of average weight white men that are attracted to women. But that's all I can think of.
Yeah.
I think it's the dogs thing is why they like us.
Yes, it's mostly the dogs thing.
Yeah. You're probably one of those cat fuckers, aren't you?
Don't call me a cat fucker.
You're right. That did have a different sound, and as soon as I said it, I was like,
but at the same time, you are a furry. So
okay, there's a difference between.
Zinger, gotcha.
You know what? No, I'll wear it on my sleeve. I can't say it out loud.
You sure you want to say
you
it?
Cannot.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna wear it on your sleeve there, Tay.
I'll wear that I'm a furry on my sleeve.
Oh.
Yeah, but like if I explained to my great grandfather what a furry was, the first words out of his mouth would be like, "Oh, like what are they, like cat fuckers or something?"
Yeah.
Like, hey, I think I saw those cat fucker people you were talking about. That's how he would describe it.
If you explain furries to your grandfather, the first words out of his mouth are going to be, "I'm having a heart attack. Call 911."
But there is a subset of grandfathers who would be like, "Oh, I never knew there was a word for that. Guess I'm a furry too."
But what the fuck would they have watched? Like, there was nothing that they could jerk off to.
Lola Bunny.
That's too recent.
But if your grandpa's born in like fucking 1928,
he done.
Did he just draw a tail on the "We Can Do This" woman and like jerk off to it?
Yeah. Rosie the Riveter. He
Yeah.
saw that she had like a little bit of extra hair on like her arm, and he was like, "Yep, that does it.
That's enough for me.
That's enough for me." Wait, you're telling me there can be more hair? Almost like fur?
Or it was like dangerous where like he just had to actually go to Siberia and hope a wolf came near enough and like hope he could finish before it ate him.
Well, gosh darn, golly me, that's a good yiff over there.
Oh, that sucks.
That
I
does
hate
suck.
everything that's happening right now. It's bad. It's bad news.
Hey, full disclosure for the folks at home, what Tori and Tyler are describing is zoophilia, not furryism.
Same thing.
No, same shit. Stop it.
Same shit, Tay.
Uh-huh.
Tay, don't try and... Tay,
Do you really want the furry community to cancel us?
What are they
don't give
going
a
to do? These people think I'm weird for drawing a man wolf and jerking out to it. Cancel them. What are they going to do?
can't. What are they going to do? They can't point out to me in a crowd and say, he's the weird one while they're in a mascot suit. They can't.
I mean, when furryism becomes the norm.
No.
Nope.
Won't happen.
I mean, 2021's right around the corner, folks.
Oh, shit, that could be the worst thing that could happen. Fuck. 2021 is going to suck. It's the year the furries take over.
But here's the thing. The culture around conspiracy theories this year has gotten fucking buck wild, right? Like, if you can convince a large sect of people that there are mole children who are kept under Central Park and putting straws in their bodies to drink their good blood and stay young forever, you can pretty much now say anything and get away with it. So I think that we need to start getting into conspiracy manufacturing.
Is that a degree that we need?
I already have two, so I'm okay with getting a third.
No. Do we
Motherfucker.
specifically need a master's degree in conspiracy engineering?
Yes, conspiratorial engineering.
Yeah.
That's just, it's literally just called,
poli-sci.
yeah, it's poli-sci, but it's also interning at InfoWars for like a month.
Breitbart.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I'm just saying, I think we could really hurt some people with that, you know? Like,
Yeah,
not even
so-
hurt people, just like make them believe something really, really dumb and alienate them from their families.
So that's how you think next year could get worse, is you want to actively contribute to what made this year so sucky, and you're like, now my turn, I want to do that to make next year even worse.
Yeah, but I'm like, look, hasn't there ever been something that's like really bad, but also you're kind of like, but I didn't get my go at it.
Okay, so yeah, you just want next year to
Yeah.
be worse and it be your fault.
It's already gonna be bad. Nothing's gonna fix it, Tyler.
I know, but it's just, you don't even want to be a bystander. You're like, no, I want to get in on that. What else can we say? I think that ants are the first go around at Bill Gates spying on us.
That's pretty
That's actually
good.
not a bad one. Yeah. Hey, let's put that in the old chamber.
Hey, is there
and
any historical mention of ants prior to, I don't know, like 1950. Because I think maybe that was Bill Gates.
Yep.
Could have been.
Liberal furries have been brainwashed into a cult that has been around since ancient Egypt, and that's why all of their gods look like furries.
Hey, are there non-liberal furries?
Yes. A lot.
Oh, that seems antithetical.
No, have I not shown you the picture of the fursuit that is a Confederate flag wolf?
There's also the fursuit of an SS Nazi soldier.
Yeah, dude, Nazism is pretty big in the furry community.
Yeah.
What the? But wouldn't they have been the ones getting killed too?
Yeah. A little
It seems
ironic,
backwards,
isn't it?
but when you think about it, it's people who also decided my hobby will be wearing a mascot suit. So really anything goes in terms of like the brain function.
Yeah, it's pretty lackluster there. For some of them, Tay, you're pretty cool.
Oh, thanks. I was just gonna lump myself into that crowd, but
Oh, okay. Whew, thank God. Yeah. Sorry. No, Tay.
the smooth
yourself
brain,
in.
not the Nazism thing.
Good distinction. Good distinction.
Yeah.
The difference with Tay is that Tay doesn't
When the fuck did this
draw
become-
and submit furry porn.
I absolutely don't. You're correct.
You don't submit it, so shut your mouth. And Tay also doesn't have an honest-to-God fursuit.
There are certain things I don't want to know about my friends.
Tay doesn't have the honest-to-God fursuit. That's where things go really south.
Tay, just agree with it.
Once you rationalize in your brain, yeah, I'd spend $8,000 on this. You're too far gone. We can't save you.
Use that money for a real doll instead.
Fair. I think it would be fun to try, but I don't want to own. Does that make sense?
Wait,
I
Tori.
would just snip that out.
Tori, we got it. We got it.
What?
We got our next money-making scam.
What is it?
Like renting tuxedos for prom.
Yes.
We rent fursuits
Yes.
for
Yes.
conventions.
Yo, actually though.
Yes. Rent a yiff.
Actually,
Rent a
galactic
yiff.
brain. Actually, galactic brain.
Wow.
Okay. And then people walk into the store and they're like, okay, so what kind of creature is your fursona?
Oh
like,
my God.
How do you feel today? Are you like more of like, an alpha wolf, or are you just like a pretty pink little doggy? What are you feeling today?
This is the best idea that
I'd
I
hate myself.
you've
It'd
ever
truly
had.
be like,
We open up at Mall of America for people who are just thinking about hopping into the community. They're not sure if it's for them.
Perusing.
It's like when someone tries pegging and they're like, well, no, not for me. They can give this a whirl.
Yeah. And since the Mall of America is such a big place, they can take it out of the little kiosk that they're in and just walk around the mall for a little bit.
We pack it all up in a discreet box that says, like,
gun. This is guns.
gun, and then like a winking emoji.
Sometimes I get myself.
Fucking God.
It is weird that it's not weird in America to be like almost sexually aroused by guns, but it is to be into wolves. And here's the thing, I agree. I think it is weird to be attracted to wolves. I'm just saying, what a weird world we live in.
I just love that also in America, it's more socially acceptable to walk around with a giant box that just says gun. Like it's more socially acceptable to pretend you have a gun than a fursuit. And that's why I love this fucking country.
That's why we're the greatest country on the goddamn planet.
We live in a fucking society, man.
If we can get that up and running, it truly will be like, you know how people say like, oh, if you love your job, you never work a day in your life.
Which is bullshit,
I'd be
by the way.
fucking working. I'd be working like a dog every day of my life. That would
Get it?
suck.
You don't want to say that. Say working like a human so they don't try and get you.
Yeah.
It would suck because the clientele sucks.
Yeah, because they'd come back like a month later and be like, oh my God, that experience with your shop changed my life. And then they'd fucking glomp you.
They would glomp you, but then also you have to have a really good relationship with a dry cleaning company because that fursuit is getting caked. That fur is getting matted, Tori, and you put two and two together, what mats it down?
But imagine how much money we can make off of the fees for not returning it in good condition.
Also, we can do rent-to-own stuff, too.
No, because that's not as easy to scam.
Tyler, because so many people, like, we way upcharge them for the suit, too.
Yeah.
But they're going to be so embarrassed by the buckets of cum that are on that suit that they're going to be like, yeah, okay, $8,500 sounds fair.
No, Tori, these are people that walk into public places wearing a fursuit. They already have no shame. They don't give a shit how they return that thing.
Yo! Okay, looping it all back together, what if you had a specific pair of furry pants that anytime you went to the bathroom, you put those on so that they laugh at your furryism instead of your farts?
Neither of those are desirable.
Threw that one up for a 3, and it's an air ball.
Yeah, because you gave us something.
T.
You gave us 2 things that are not desirable. I don't want either of those things. You said, oh, yeah, it sucks that you have social anxiety about this thing. What if I made it way worse? How about I make it worse for you?
Yeah, what if they're like, oh, you're the person who farts and takes stinky shits really bad, but then also you're a furry? Boy, I bet your parents are disappointed.
No, you take it off when you're out of the bathroom so that the person who laughs at your funny farts thinks the furry did it, but you're not wearing a fursuit anymore.
How you gonna hide that fursuit? It's
You
big.
wear a backpack. I don't give a fuck.
No, oh wait, you have the big box that says gun.
Yeah.
You walk out with the big gun box, and then they're like, oh, shit, I thought you were one of them yif fuckers.
You hide it under a big 10-gallon hat.
So you look like Doug Dimmadome.
You got the Doug Dimmadome, but little does everyone know there's actually a full fursuit under the Doug Dimmadome hat.
Or we have to create fursuits that do go on like the portable Iron Man suits, so you can just drop your backpack and it'll just fucking kind of like warp over you.
The nanotech. Oh fuck. No, we're treating them too good with that. Then we're giving
That's
them
true.
too good of tech for people who are just gonna get cum on it.
That's true. It's gonna stick up them levers and stuff, huh?
Yeah, and no, if I ever saw someone. If I was in the stall and then I look under and I see they're wearing a fursuit also shitting in the stall next to me, I'm like, there's no way you got that off. You are shitting in the fursuit right now. You did
You're
not
just hoping
get that
like
off.
the wet stuff drips through like a cheesecloth. Like there's no way you were able to get that off.
You're gross.
Or they're wearing Pamper Sports. And
Yeah.
we got to get out of this episode. We just have to. There's no way we can dig out.
Hey, what a start to 2021. Happy New Year's, everyone. This has been, wow, so great. I hope that this is our defining episode.
You think we would turn over a new leaf? Nah, it's shit, piss, farts, and cum all the way, baby.
No one starts their resolution on the first fucking day of the new year, okay?
That's
It is
famously
the first
when
today.
people start. That is very famously the start of when people change.
Can you hey, Tyler, can you cut us some fucking slack, please?
You know what we should cut this episode? Thank you so much for listening and or watching. Wherever you may be listening and or watching this episode, go ahead and leave us a like, favorite, comment, and or review. It really helps the show out, gets us into curated lists. And hey, those reviews and comments, we read them, we talk about them. So it gives us more fuel for the fire. You want to hear us talk about your dumb thing? Put it in the comments, baby.
Yes, or go check out our YouTube channel. That is Shapeless Media. It corresponds with this very podcast, and you'll find a whole host of videos on there that you are hopefully going to like. And make sure that on whatever podcatcher you're listening to this show, you leave either a written review or a star rating or both, or follow us on the platform. Any of that is going to be extremely helpful for just pushing us in the right directions. Thank you.
Another way you can support us is by helping us out directly with this show by going to www.poddex.com and using code SWORDWATCH, all one word, at checkout to receive 10% off your first order. What are Poddex? Well, they're what any podcaster, any successful podcaster, I might add, should be using on their podcast.
Yeah,
You see,
Joe Rogan ain't shit.
Joe Rogan ain't shit.
No, he loves them.
Exactly.
He has the weed smokers pack.
His podcast didn't get good until he started using Poddex. Now, Poddex are going to help you with questions, topics, interviews, everything you need to get your podcast started in the ideas sector. So, without further ado, we like to do a little thing to plug Pod Decks, other than going to www.poddecks.com and using code SWORDWATCH, all one word, at checkout. We like to do something called the Pod Decks Last Laugh. And what that is we draw a pod deck, we read the pod deck card, and then we do one final goof, and then the episode is over. So, Tori, please.
Look, I'm sorry, as you were saying that, I just did some research because we did buy these because we wanted to be cool podcasters just like Joe Rogan. And so I looked up to see what pod deck he's using. It turns out I had a bit of a mishearing of it. He actually uses pot decks.
That's a really good joke.
Did you like that? It was a long buildup. You guys ready for the pod deck last laugh?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
What is the weirdest thing you have ever seen in someone else's home?
Okay, now, would you rather answer that question or what is your fursona?
I think I'd rather die.